We're going to turn now to an Oklahoma family of 9 that was left behind in a remote part of Alaska after their cruise ship left without them, and they had to spend thousands of dollars to get home. And Trevor Alt has been following their story. Good morning, Trevor.
Good morning, Joe. I mean, you talk about a disaster here. This snowballed out of control for this family. They said there was a mix-up with a bus back to their cruise ship in Alaska. It left them stranded with no luggage, no medicine, and on top of the cost for the hotels, the flights that they were charged, they were also charged nearly $9,000 in customs fees for a part of the cruise that they missed.
This morning, an Oklahoma family sharing their story of how their dream cruise ended with them stranded in remote Alaska.
When you talk about cruise nightmares, this is the definition of it.
9 members of the Gault family with 6 children and their 78-year-old grandmother were aboard a Norwegian Encore cruise to Alaska and stepped off the boat for a lumberjack excursion they booked through the cruise line. They say when they tried to get back to the ship, the local tour operator told them there was no room on the bus.
Hey, bus is full. You got to wait for the next bus.
But the next bus never arrived. They say they called the local port agent who rushed them to the ship only to see it already pulling away from the dock. Their belongings and some of their passports still on board.
I was in shock, like utterly shocked. Are they really doing this right now?
The Gaults say they quickly reached out to Norwegian.
The people that I was speaking with, they were so empathetic. They were apologetic. And they're like, well, what do you need?
We need help. I have 6 minor children.
The 9 of them were stranded without medication or clothes.
It felt like we weren't going to get home.
They say they had to cover their own food and hotel and find their own way back to Oklahoma, sleeping on airport floors.
It was completely overwhelming.
The Gaults estimate it cost them more than $21,000 just to get home, including nearly $9,000 in customs fees for missing that stop in Canada. Though they say now Norwegian is working with them to make it right.
I think we are on a right path as far as both agreeing that something bad really happened here.
Norwegian tells ABC News we will be reimbursing the family for all of the out-of-pocket expenses they incurred over these 2 days as a result of missing the ship in Ketchikan, including meals, accommodations, etc. The cruise line also says they're refunding that nearly $9,000 customs fee. Experts say if you leave your cruise ship for an excursion, always bring the government-issued photo ID and the name and number of the port agent who can help if you run into trouble.
So the port agent is the cruise line's representative in that port. In this case, contacting the port agent was the best move because they would be able to contact the ship.
So the cause of those gigantic customs fees are because this is a foreign flagged vessel. Technically, it is an international shipping company. It's required to stop at a foreign port. That also applies to all the passengers, too. So technically, this family was fined for violating the Passenger Vessels Services Act. Again, the cruise line is reimbursing them, but it is a good reminder if you happen to miss your stop, especially a foreign stop, could cost you thousands of dollars in fees.
Just a very expensive headache. And, traveling with 6 kids under that situation, traveling with 2 under completely normal circumstances is hard enough. All right, Trevor, thank you.